I think the UAW gave up an incredible amount back when the automobile industry was going under. They give everything from their pensions on, and they saved the automobile industry. So yes, I always support the UAW.
That sounds like he is fully backing the striking unions over the auto companies, but his staff insists that's not quite right.
It seems like by going to the picket line, he's not an arbiter between the two sides. He's choosing a side by stating.
But we have said over and over again that this is the president that stands with union workers. This is
right, that's why it's confusing where you're saying we're not going to talk about the terms.
I disagree. It is not confusing. What he is saying, and we've been very clear, he stands with union workers.
So the White House position remains kind of vague, perhaps intentionally. Officials are also insisting today's visit was not a reaction to Donald Trump's announcement that he is going to visit the picket line tomorrow. If this strike drags on, it is unclear whether or not President Biden or his team are now going to be able to step in and help both sides negotiate, because in his own words, it does sound like he is biased towards the workers against the companies. This labor strike is the policy issue the Biden team wants to be a part of this week. Problems at the border persist. We are not expecting a border visit anytime soon, even though 2 border states will be visited in the next 2 days, California and Arizona. Back to you.
Hey, Peter, real quickly. So there were some people arrested at the White House last night. Can you tell us what happened there?
Yeah, pretty close to the White House. If you walked out the Northwest Gate here, just to the end of Pennsylvania, you cross the street, you're at 15th, and between 14th and 15th on G Street, which is right next to some famous restaurants over there, some officers on patrol walked by a car. They noticed some ammunition in plain view. Ooh. They waited for the folks to come back, and they arrested them. We don't know anything about these people, but we do know from the Secret Service that there was no interruption to protection here at the White House while this was happening.
That's good. Peter, one other thing. I saw on Axios this morning that the campaign is doing their best to make sure that the president does not trip.
Yeah, in that
what are
item,
they doing?
Well, in that item, it says that after he fell on the sandbag at the Air Force Academy this summer, they've been really worried that he's going to fall again closer to the election. And so they've got him working with a physical therapist on some balance exercises. They've got him taking the shorter stairs up Air Force One. And something else in this article, it says that he's been wearing the dress sneakers more instead of the dress shoes to prevent slipping, which I didn't know that was a thing just to prevent falling, because I wear those every day here at the White House. I just think they're more comfortable.
You just want to be like Joe. Well, what brand is that, Peter?
That's a good question.
Stride right.
Cole Haan, yeah.
Cole Haan.
Cole Haan.
All right.
Those are the ones that the guys wear. The guys on the weekend wear the Cole Haan. I'm thinking about buying some for my dad, and the guys said, do the Cole Haan ones. So they're really comfortable?
They're very comfortable.
They're very comfortable, and everybody here at the White House is wearing them age 36 to 80.
Right. Yeah, I'll tell you got to thank Pete Hegseth. He was the first one that I saw wore those shoes.
You mean with white bottom? Because I've been wearing Cole Haan for 35 years.
Yeah, with white bottom, and I think he's transformed America, and he puts gel in his hair. Like you, Peter.
Peter, you don't put gel. You actually use clay, right?
Clay and a hair dryer, yeah. It's pretty much all I need to do my reporting.
Oh, that's why it doesn't move.
Yep.
Right? It all makes sense.
You are a statue.
Yeah.